I just found a new art supply that's going to make watercoloring super easy for me. So you could start with any image that you like. I'm going to go ahead and start with a drawing that I just did. And I'm just going to finish it up. I'm using just an art liner by Spectrum. It's really good to use this type of pen with the pencils we're about to use because it's not going to bleed or transfer. So I'm just going to use this is number 8, and I'm just going in and I'm just finishing up her eye. And it's good to do this step first before you do the color pencils, or else when you go back to trace it, it starts to get a little blotchy. So it's good to kind of make sure your image is starting out with a more of a lined surface. So I'm going to go ahead and outline the lips too. And you don't have to, you can leave your image, really however you want, depending on the effect you're trying to get. I like when my drawings have a little bit more of a line to them. Before we blend with our watercolor pencils, we're going to go ahead and fill up our pen, which you just get a little glass of water. You stick your pen in and give it a squeeze, and then all the water will come up right into the barrel. And you can fill it all the way up if you want, but I only have it about halfway. And just make sure you get the excess water off. And I'm just going to go ahead and start. So these are really easy to use. I really like using these if you want just a nice finish and a nice blend. I've noticed with these, you can kind of go in a line or you can fill it all in. I like to actually make little circles. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for her hair. I'm just going to go in and I'm making little circles. Make sure to get all the way up to the edge. And you want to get as much color in there as possible so that when you blend it in with your water, it gives it really good coverage. So don't have to be perfect, which is what's great about this. You could just go in, make little circles. And now the more color you add, the darker your finish will be. And then the lighter you go, the lighter it'll get. But I like a lot of color, so I'm going in, I'm pressing a little harder just to get a little bit more pigment in there. So I'm getting in. Okay, so we've got kind of our base there. Now we're going to go in with our pen and give it just a little squeeze, not too much. And I'm just going in, and you can see how it breaks up the lines. And it just really blends it in, kind of like a marker, but you're getting that more watercolor paint effect. And at this point, I'm not even pressing into the pen. I'm just letting the water, whatever's left over, just kind of blend in. And now, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of paint in her lips. So same thing, I'm just adding a little color within the lines. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect because once you go in with your pen, it blends it completely. And it's pretty instant. That's what I really like about these pencils too. They're really, really easy to use. And then we have her eyes, and see. I think we'll go in with green. And it dries pretty quickly too. And I'm not pressing hard either, just really lightly. And then I also like to use this color for her blush too. And you can use what you have left on the brush if you want, or you can add just a little bit of color, just super light. And I'm again making little circles of where I want it to go. And then just really lightly going in to kind of create like her little blush color. And with that, you could kind of more dab it. It's a little different than using, you know, any other kind of product, so you want to go in really light. So join me for another episode of Copper Top Ink.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Copper Top Ink. Please follow us on social media. And remember to visit our website at whencreativityknocks.com for lots more creative ideas.